All right, welcome to Charlie Puelo Field as the Hardin Valley Hawks will be playing William Blount tonight. Here's the game plan for us. There's going to be a senior night show, and what we'll do is just we'll go off air as far as broadcasting, us talking, but we'll have we'll show you the seniors. You'll be able to hear the announcement over the mic that they have here. And then after senior night, we'll probably go to a break, and then we'll come back and be ready for the first pitch to actually start the official broadcast. So anyway, just hang tight, and we'll go to senior night in a minute. All right, we're about to get started with the senior night here. And like I said, we'll take a break after the ceremony, and then we'll start right before the first pitch as far as the official broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask at this time that you turn your attention to the field. Every year, William Blount High School is proud to have student athletes who represent the school well through their hard work both on the diamond and in the classroom. Tonight, we'd like to call attention to the 7 seniors of whom we are privileged to have playing tonight. Each has contributed to the history and tradition of the Governor's baseball program during their time at William Blount, and we'd like to honor their hard work and dedication. Please welcome the players and their parents to the field. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the following players, their parents, and to briefly share each player's post-graduation goals and a brief word from each player. First, number 11, pitcher and right fielder, Brooks Bird. Brooks' parents are Jeff and Christy Bird. After graduation, Brooks will continue playing baseball at Johnson University while majoring in business. Brooks would like to thank his parents for everything they've done for him, to help him chase his dreams of a baseball career. Thank you for all the time and money you spent driving me around during travel ball. It means a lot to me, and I will be forever thankful. Next, number 17, pitcher and shortstop, Caden Clarkson. Caden's parents are Tim and Amy Hitchens and Josh and Jenny Clarkson. After graduation, Caden will attend the University of Tennessee while majoring in engineering. Caden said, "I'll always be thankful of my parents taking me to all my games and sitting through all the weather to watch them." Next, number 10, right fielder, Andrew Hahn. Andrew's parents are James and Leslie Hahn. After graduation, Andrew will be entering the workforce. Andrew said, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done and sacrificed for me over these past 14 years. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Mom and Dad. Next, number 24, pitcher Alan Hughes. Alan's parents are Ted and Susan Hughes. After graduation, Alan will be attending Mississippi State Community College. Alan says, I want to thank my parents for everything they've done for me all these years. Thank you for pushing me to be the best athlete I can be. For all the late night games and practices, thank you for believing in me. Next, number 4, pitcher in left field, Ethan Miller. Ethan's parents are Jimmy and Tiffany Miller. After graduation, Ethan will continue playing baseball at Bryan College while majoring in engineering. Ethan says, thank you for always supporting me and pushing me the best I can. Thank you for shaping me into the man and person I want to be. Next, number 7, pitcher and first baseman, Nate Ray. Nate's parents are Joshua Ray and Jerry Finger. After graduation, Nate will continue playing baseball at Cleveland State University. Nate says, I want to thank my parents for all the time and effort they put into my baseball career, including all the time in the cages and taking me to lessons. Next, number 27, pitcher in center field, Hunter Stewart. Hunter's parents are Matthew Stewart and Amanda Smith. After graduation, Hunter will continue playing baseball at Tennessee Wesleyan University. Matt says, first off, I want to start off by saying how blessed I am to have my parents. Thank you guys for all your sacrifice for me to play and be successful in the game I love. From all the long weekends, money spent, and very long trips, I could never be able to thank you guys enough. I'll always be more than grateful and blessed to have my parents and family that support me. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to these 7 seniors and their parents. All right. After we get pictures and everything, we'll do the start lineup.
All right, so that does it for the senior night festivities. We'll be go ahead and we'll be taking a break, and like I said, we'll be back right on before the first pitch. So that should happen right at 6 o'clock. We'll be back shortly. All right, here we are. We're back here at Charlie Puello Field. Hardin Valley Hawks versus William Blount. First pitch delivered to Caleb Neely by Hunter Stewart is popped up center field. So that's a great start to this game. One pitch, one out. So we'll go ahead and cover the Hardin Valley lineup here. Caleb Neely, just like I said, just took that first pitch, popped up to center field.
Jackson Jones.
Now you're going to have Jackson Jones. And then some of these are hard to read. Colton Denton. Ball one to him. Jacob Dillon, Carter Goodwin, Mason Shelton, Jack Sparks, Caleb Jinks, and it looks like Isaac Worley as Jones takes ball two. Next pitch, fouled out of play to left field. Looks probably might be in the tennis courts over there. Two-one pitch delivered, popped up in the left field. Looks like Miller brings that in for out number two. So good quick start for Stewart on the mound. And that's going to bring up Colton Denton.
Colton Denton.
Pitch is delivered outside, ball one. Welcome to our Truth Radio listeners tonight from 181470. AM 14 is what I meant to say. Ball two on the outside. Didn't get set. Fouls it back right side, out of play. 2-1, your count. Two outs. Hunter stands a chance to get out of this inning nicely as he can get this batter here. It goes 3-1. A lot of times the first inning is the most important one, right? Outside for a walk. So after getting the first two quickly, we have a runner on base after a walk. And that's going to bring up
Runner at first, two outs. Now batting number 7.
Carter. Jacob Dillon, sorry. He is DHing tonight, I believe. So 1 on, 2 outs. Stewart fires it over to first. Safe. Just checking on him. Stewart, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike one. Stewart's checking over at first. Delivers. Outside pitch. Blocked up nicely. One's your count. 2 outs, 1 on for Stewart as he delivers outside ball 2. He's just putting it outside over the white there, the white of the batter's box. Just bring that in a little bit more to be a little bit more tempting. We're on the way. Line shot to left. So a single for Dillon puts runners on first and second. Ball was just kind of line shot over the third baseman's head, but it was Miller was shaded over that way, so it was nothing more than a single. And that's going to bring up Carter Goodwin.
said DH. He's got the pitcher. I said he was DH.
2 outs outside. Ball 1. It's a good one.
Sparks. I didn't see that.
1-0 count. 2 on. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Two on, first and second. Counts 1-1. 2 outs. Here's the delivery. Strike 2 and a throw down to first. He's safe. But 1-2's your count. Stewart looks in, checks second, delivers. That's a good pitch. It was outside, but fans here wanted it, but it was pretty much outside from my view. But sometimes you get those calls, so that's what confuses people sometimes. 2-2 on the way. Pitches down the middle. Bird looks like he's going to get it in right field. And that does it for the Hawks in the top of the first inning. We had 1 hit, 1 walk, and no runs as we get out of that inning. That'll do it for top of the first. We'll be back here in just a moment. All right, we're back here for the bottom of the first inning. Jacob Dillon's on the mound. Carson Hard is your leadoff batter, so he swings and misses for strike 1. We'll go over the lineup here for William Blount as well. Carson Hard is obviously leading off, playing second. Second pitch is up high for ball. Mark Sackerman at third. Nate Ray at first. Cole Hendrickson's behind the plate. Davis Nitri is your DH tonight. Pitch outside, ball 2. Ethan Miller's in left. Brooks Bird is in right. Tyson Montevice is in center field. Caden Clarkson, the shortstop. And your pitcher, as you've already been introduced to, is Hunter Stewart, as Hard fouls it off left base side. Left base, third base side. Can't talk. Well, it is. We're missing Mr. Bird tonight as he is enjoying time in the stands on senior night with his family. Ball 3, so we've got run it to 3-2. Get a chance to get batters on base. So if you're bored out of your mind tonight, it's because it's just me. But y'all can deal with that. As Hard takes a walk, a leadoff walk. So hopefully that can put us in good position to get some runs across the board.
Mark Sackerman.
It's going to bring up Sackerman. Delivers. Outside corner, a little bit low, but called strike 1. I mean, it was a strike, but location-wise, it was outside more a little bit. Almost the same pitch, but probably a little bit lower. And so it's 1-1. He raises it up from that same spot. Goes 1-2. So he's kind of dealing on that outside pitch there. And now he's got the advantage at 1-2. Throw something different here to waste 1. Time is called. One, two's your count. 1 on. No outs. Low and outside. Ball 2. Another low outside pitch. Runs it full. He's trying to hit that same spot. He's getting about half of them. Throw to first. Safe. We can all guess where this next pitch is going to be. I'm going to say it's going to try to hit that outside low corner. Throws it up high, and I was wrong. But that is a walk. So now we got 2 on, no outs. It's going to bring up Ray.
First and second, no outs. Now batting number 7.
And the coach for Hardin Valley is already checking in on Dylan. Probably just settle him down. So, good start for the Govs to be have 2 walks, no outs here in the bottom of the first. As the Hardin Valley coach walks back. Everybody takes their spots. Ray digs in. Dylan delivers. First pitch. Guess where? Outside and low. Ball 1. At some point, he's got to make up his mind to come on in. That's what he does this time. Jams Ray. Oh, but he drops the ball. He drops the ball, throws the guy at second. I never heard infield fly, so I don't know what they're going to call with all this. They ended up calling a double. They didn't call in the infield fly rule, so the hitters don't know what to do. He drops the ball, and then obviously we have to run. And now you have runners at
That's Bush League.
And now they throw it over to first as if something happened there, trying to get a triple play out of this thing. So the umpires are talking it over. I have to admit, I have no clue what is happening out here. So, by my estimation, once the tag did they tag the guy going from second to third? Because they didn't.
Yeah, they tagged Carson.
No, so they tagged him, but it was after they tagged. Did he tag him when he caught it and then tagged him?
No, he dropped it, so Carson had to go.
Yeah, so then he threw it to second,
And then they threw it at Carson's
to third.
on the third.
So
Carson
that.
had to go.
So, by my estimation, the shortstop dropped it. He throws it to second, and so that means your runner from first going to second is out. I'm not saying this is what should have happened, but this is what we're dealing with right now. And so, Hard gets a tag out going to third,
He dropped it intentionally.
and so now Nate Ray was the batter. Nate Ray was the batter, and he is. I'm really confusing here, but Sackerman was running to second. He returns back to first. Nate Ray should have been at first, but Sackerman went back to first. Sackerman would be out in this
They dropped it
scenario.
on purpose.
So if you accept that dropping it on purpose is the case, the way it went down, it would be a triple play. So because Ray is over here in the he's in the dugout. Ray would have been the only one that could have been safe in that scenario, the way it played out. So as it stands, no one knows what's going on.
There's 2 outs.
Okay, so I'm not sure what happened, but I know what the result is, and that is that
13, Cole Hendrickson.
Sackerman's at first. There's 2 outs, and Hendrickson's your batter. And he proceeds to hit one to left field. Left fielder's not going to get to it. Sackerman turns and looks at second. Can't go anywhere. So now you got a one. He got 2 outs with runners at first and second.
Now batting for the Govs, number 30, Davis. Night try. In to run, number 10, Andrew Hahn.
So Hahn is going to run for Hendrickson. Pitch is delivered to Nitri. I'm all confused about who's where and all that stuff at this point, but I think we'll get it back on track here. The score is 0-0. You got 2 outs. Got a little craziness happening on that one play, but we are currently got a 1-1 count, 2 outs, 2 on, and your batter's Nitri. Runners at first and second. Ball is up high. Two ones your count. All right, 2-1's the count. Dylan delivers. Strike swinging. It was down the middle. It would have been a strike anyway.
Contact here. Contact. Let's go.
2-2. And 2 outs. 2 on. 2's across the board. A little bit outside pitch. Swings, misses. And that does it for the bottom of the first inning. Govs had a chance there, but just with all the stuff happened, what are you going to do? At this point, you got to reset, be ready for the top of the second inning. We'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, we're back here at the top of the second. Mason Shelton's your batter. Stewart's on the mound, delivers, fouled back, strike one. So after a crazy bottom of the first inning, we're all reset, 0-0, and just start the game over at this point, in a sense. You got to wipe that inning before you clear and be ready to hit again. Next pitch is inside, ball one. Ball is fouled into the tennis courts. It is the second inning. With all the craziness, I think the scoreboard got off, but they'll correct that, I'm sure. Ball is hit to left field. It is off the 300 sign, but it's going to be a double. Not the sign, but the fence, right inside the fair territory. So that'll be a double for Shelton. That's going to bring up Sparks.
Number 11, Jack Sparks.
Jack Sparks. That last ball hit a few feet below the top of the fence. Sparks is a lefty. Ball one. Runner at second, no outs. Swing and a miss on an outside corner pitch. One's the count. Delivered inside. Hedrick scoops it. Blocks it. Can't get my words right today. 2-1's the count. Ball's hit sharply to first. Ray's got it for out number one. Runner moves to third. So you got one on at third, one out. And that's going to bring up
One out, runner third.
Jinx.
Number 25, Caleb Jinx.
Caleb Jinx. fouled back on a slightly outside pitch. So if you're listening to the radio, I can't tell if the Hawks are wearing I think it's a black jersey with their light blue numbers and helmets with gray pants. Your Governors are wearing navy blue and white pants, navy blue shirts and white pants. 1-1's the count. Outside, blocked by Hendrickson. Brings the count to 2-1. Ball's hit. The infield was in to stop the run at third. And Jinks hits the ball just past the shortstop's left arm, if you would. He didn't have, because he was in, he didn't have time to adjust to get over there. It's a nicely hit ball for the situation in that scenario. So that's going to drive in a run for the Hawks. That's going to bring up Worley, another lefty. Fouls first ball out over the batting cages, it looked like. So now you got runner at first, 1 run, 1 out in the top of the second inning. Ball's hit to left field. Down the line, Miller's got to chase it down. Runner's going to third. He'll be safe there. So another double by Worley, and that's going to, you got runners now at second and third with 1 out. And that's going to bring back Neely.
1 out, runners at second and third.
I think his name is Caleb.
Now batting number 4, Caleb Neely.
So we're going to have a little walk to the mound, a little check-in. So right now, it's simple. You know, the Hawks are getting hits. So the good news is right now it's only a 1-run lead, 1-0. Infield gathered on the mound, had a little discussion, talking about how they're going to play this. Everybody's starting to get set again. The right-handed batter Neely's coming back to the box. Runners second and third, 1 out. 1 run for the Hawks in this inning. Stewart steps off. Pitch is on its way. Down the middle, strike 1. Comes the next pitch. Pretty much the same place, a little bit lower. He didn't get the call. One's a count. Inside pitch, a little nubber. And a great play by Hard at third. It was almost to the ground. It was kind of a little looper that he stuck his glove out there and was able to pull it. He caught it in the air. And
2 outs. Now batting number 13.
But good play there for sure. Nobody moves. You got 2 outs. Second, third, 2 outs. Jones is your batter, another lefty. They got a lot of lefties. First pitch is called strike. You'd really like to see us get out of this inning with just 1 run. That was an inside corner. I've seen it called before, but it wasn't. So your count's 1-1. High, 2-1. Again, Jones is a lefty. You got second and third, 2 outs now. In a one-run ball game, Jones fouls it to the tennis courts. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inside, ball 3, full count. Comes a payoff pitch. Low, ball gets away from Hendrickson. And that's going to run a score. They're not paying attention. They let Jones run to second.
2 outs, runner to second and third. Now
That was the ball had hit. It was. I mean, at this point, he was trying to block it and was not able to block it. And then, in the frustration of the runner going from third to home, they weren't quite paying attention, and Jones advances to second. So we're back to where we started with 2 on, 2 outs, but now we have 2 runs in. The batter is Denton. He's a righty. Fouls it to the first base dugout, basically. Denton looks like a big kid. Pitch is delivered. A little bit of breaking ball. Up. It was up in the zone. Called strike. One, two's the count. Delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Govs run into a little bit of trouble. Could have been worse, but as it is, it's a 2-run lead by the Hawks. Govs got to get back out there and see if they can get some runs. They're definitely capable of doing it. We'll be back here for the bottom of the second inning in just a few moments. All right, here we are. We're in the bottom of the second inning, 2-run ball game. Miller's at the plate, lefty, fouls it into the stands. Strike one. It's a 2-0 ball game. All Hawks on top. Ran into a little bit of trouble in the top of the second inning. Dillon's still on the mound. Next pitch is inside for ball one. 1-1's the count. So the Govs seem to be doing pretty good in the first inning as far as, as far as taking good pitches and swinging at the right things, but then had that odd moment there as Miller fouls back. Counts 2-2 now. Dillon shakes off the catcher. Catcher stands up. I mean, they have the radios now. He delivers and throws inside, just misses Miller. Miller had a homer the other night against Farragut. Takes ball 4, leadoff walk. That's where we started in the last inning. Let's see if we can capitalize on it this inning. And that's going to bring up Brooks Bird. And if you're sleeping again because you're bored of me, you can blame it on his dad. He thought it was more important to sit with his family. I think he had family in town. He thinks that's more important than doing this. So anyway, Bird hits it right up the middle, right over the tall pitcher of Dillon for a single. So hopefully Jeff hears me talking about him bad like this.
No outs.
We'll see.
Second. Now batting number 15, Tyson Monsivais.
And that's going to bring in Tyson Monsivais, the right-handed batter, with 2 on, no outs. I really feel like the Governors are feeling pretty good about what they're seeing so far. Outside pitch, ball 1. Everybody resets. It's on the way. Down the middle, but low. Ball 2. Two-0 count, 2 on. Another high pitch. Ball 3. Three O's the count, 2 on, no outs. Make that 4-0. Another walk. So now the bases are loaded.
No out. No out.
The leadoff walk, a single, and a walk.
17, Jaden Clarkson.
And that's going to bring up Clarkson. He's got a chance to do some damage. The good thing for the Govs is when the pitcher's been missing, he's been way off as far as, visually. So it's been easy to pick up which ones have been balls. Now, I say that, and they throw one on the outside corner. But for the most part, that's been true. It's been kind of like it's been an obvious 50-50 choice, right? Another high pitch, 1-1. So we have these senior balloons in the park. One's flying over left field right now. Number 7. Number 7 is flying away in left field. All right, so Clarkson strikes out with bases loaded.
Now batting number 3, Carson Hard.
And that's going to bring the top of the lineup in. You got Hard. Still got a chance to do some damage here with a 1 out. Bases loaded. Yeah, he's calling this. He's calling that pitch on the corner. It's beyond the corner at this point, in my opinion, but outside. He goes further this time. It's a ball, way further. Now the catcher looks like he's arguing with his own coach about what was called and what was thrown. So they're going to go out and talk it over. Definitely some either miscommunication or hard-headedness happening right now. I'm not sure which one it is.
Go, Gar.
But your count's 1-1 with a 1 out and bases loaded. Dylan looks in, delivers. Strike.
Come on, guys. Battle here. Move them up. Move them up.
Popped up in play. It was hit in play. Catcher's diving for it, slides into the wall, and he is now looking like he is hurt. Looked like his knee slammed into the wall. He's writhing in pain right now. What we're going to do is go ahead and just take a break for a minute. We'll come back when they get this figured out. We'll take a break. All right, so we're back here. Catcher's still hobbling, but he's staying in there. We have bases loaded, 1 out. The count's 1-2. Ball's hit hard, hits it to third, and they throw him out at third. They try to get him out at first, but he's safe. So basically everybody moves up, but they get the out.
Two outs. Now batting number 12,
I said at
Mark
third. I
Sacramento.
meant they got the runner going home from third is what I meant to say. But that's going to bring up Sacramento. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs now in a 2-run, 2-0 ball game. Sacramento fouls it out of play. It looks. It's only so far I can see down the right field side.
Mark, drive it.
That evens the count to 1-1. Got a little wind blowing. It's a kind of an overcast afternoon with the rain that we had earlier. Everything seemed to be dried out pretty well, though. 1-1 delivery. It's high. I thought it was high, but apparently umpire thought differently. Strike 2.
Let's go, Mark. Come on, Mark. Battle.
1-2's the count. That's the first time I've seen that high pitch called. So he sees another high pitch he's got to go after now. 1-2's the count after the foul off. Bases loaded. Dillon delivers. Another foul out of play to right side.
Mark, win the battle. Come on, win it.
So Sackern's in the hole 1-2, but he's definitely battling over the last couple pitches. Looking for the one to drive. On the way. Outside pitch, swing and a miss. Probably would have been called. But that'll do it for the bottom of the second inning. No runs for the Governor, so the Hawks still lead 2-0. We'll be back in a minute. All right, here we're back at the top of the third. Jacob Dillinger batter, first pitch from Stewart's outside in the third for ball 1. So the Govs had a chance. They had bases loaded, no outs in the bottom of the second. They came away with nothing. Dillon hits a shot right at Miller in left field for out number 1. So 2 pitches and 1 out.
1 out, no runners.
Good start to this inning.
Goodwin.
That's going to bring in Goodwin as your batter. Goodwin flies at the right. Bird's tracking it down. Out number 2. Goodwin's bat looks like a yellow Sharpie. Not a Sharpie, but a highlighter.
Now batting number 18, Mason Shelton.
So we'll bring up Shelton with 2 outs. 3 pitches and 2 outs. Stewart delivers inside. He's acting like it hit him. Did that hit him? Yeah, it looks like it hit him in the foot.
2
He's
outs, runner at
hobbling.
first. Now batting number 11, Jack Sparks.
It's hobbling, and now he's trying to shake it off. Delivery's on the way, 2 outs. Ball outside and high. Ball 1. Another ball. Two O's on the way. Popped out of play. Two one count, 2 outs, 1 on. Another fouled over the third base stands. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. And the score is 2-0. Hardin Valley. Throw over to first. Safe. Comes the pitch. Inside job, but jams him up. And shortstop catches it for out number 3. So, good inning for the Govs. We'll be back in a moment for the bottom of the 3rd inning. All right, so Ray's at the plate. First pitch was a ball. Dylan's still on the mound. Outside corner for strike 1. outside, ball 2. 2-0 game, bottom of the third. Ray taps it foul. Evens count 2-2. That's kind of the outside low corner, strike 3. That does Ray in for out number 1.
Now batting for the Govs, number 13, Cole Hendrickson.
It's going to bring up Hendrickson with one out. Outside, ball 1. So the Govs have had their chances to get some runs, but they've come away empty so far as Cole hits one right at just to the right side of the left fielder. He dives and is not able to bring it in, so get you a leadoff. I'm not a leadoff, get you a single for Hendrickson. And he's going to have a runner with home.
First for number 30, Davis Nitri.
And that's going to bring up Davis
The
Nitri.
run for the Govs, number 10, Andrew Hahn.
Nitri also hit a homer the other night against Farragut. Those are the only 2 runs we had. Miller's and Nitri's. He takes ball 1 outside. One on count. Outside. Ball 2. That was right on the corner of where he's been calling it. Low. Ball 3. Three O's count. 1 on, 1 out for Nitri. Fouls it back. Counts now 3-1. Dylan delivers outside, ball 4. So he's delivered his walks. The Govs have to capitalize on it. And that's going to bring up Miller, the lefty. Quick conversation with the catcher. They have replaced the catcher. I didn't catch who it was, and I don't have numbers on my sheet to know. I think I saw it as number 16. So you got 2 on, 1 out, bottom of 3rd inning. First pitch hit to Miller. He hits it right back at the pitcher. Speedy Miller is going to be in time because he hit it at the pitcher, but and the pitcher throws it second. And they try to get 2 out of it, but Miller's speed wouldn't allow that. So now you got runners at 1st and 3rd with 2 outs.
2 outs with runners on the corners. For number 11, Brooks Bird.
And that's going to bring up Bird. If I remember correctly, he hit one hard to center field for a single, I believe. Man, he took a strike that was almost on the batter's box outside on the line. Strike 1. Pitcher looks at first. That's tough when they call that one. Because then it makes you swing at the one that's close again. That was a little bit outside, a little bit low, but you have to swing at it because you missed the first one. Because he called the first one on you. So he's quickly in the hole 0-2 with 2 outs. Another outside pitch on the corner. He swings through it, misses it And that does it for the Govs with another inning without a run. So Hawks are up 2-0. We'll be back for the top of the fourth in just a moment. All right, back here at the bottom of the top of the fourth inning. Jinx is the batter. Stewart's still on the mound. First pitch is popped. Everybody's calling for it. Sackerman rings it in. It's popped up. Sackerman calls everybody off. Out number one. Stewart's had a couple of one-pitch outs
Up to bat,
tonight
number
for
one,
sure.
Isaac Worley.
It's going to bring up Worley, lefty. Pitch is delivered. Ball is hit to the left. Miller's camping underneath it. Out number two. 2 pitches, 2 outs. And that brings you up to the top of the lineup with Neely.
2 outs, no runners for number 4, Caleb Neely.
Neely's a righty. Scores 2-0 Hawks. Govs have had their chances, have not been able to plate a run. First pitch to Neely is inside, low, ball 1. A breaking ball drops in front of center fielder. Kind of a soft liner. Center field
2
drops
outs,
in front of
runner
him
first.
for a
Now
single.
batting, number 13, Jackson Jones.
And that's going to bring up, I think he said Jackson. Yeah, Jackson Jones. So Neely's at first, leading off over there. 2 outs. Delivery's high. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. Throws it to first. Safe. Next pitch. 1-0 becomes 2-0. Throw over to first. Safe. 2-0 count, 2 outs, 2 runs for the Hawks. And we're in the top of the fourth inning. Next pitch is high, ball 3. Stewart checks in on first. 3-0 count. Strike 1. Pitch delivered. Are you going to check it? I don't think he went, but I'm not sure anybody was paying attention, honestly. So it was high pitch. They check it. Nothing. They said it didn't go. So now you got. So after the first 2 quick outs, Stewart's in a little bit of a jam with 2 on, first and second, 2 outs in a 2-run ball game. And you got the 3-hitter and Denton at the plate. I think Denton was the catcher that was replaced. He's moved over, I guess, to DH at this point. High. Ball 2.
Come on, Hunter.
Look back at second. Ball's hit hard past short. Miller's got it. They're going to hold the runner at third. Ball gets away, but it bounces back over to Hard there at second. It kind of bounced across. The throw in did after he tried to field it.
Number 7, Jacob
But the runner stays at third. But now you got runners on every bag with 2 outs. And that's going to bring the pitcher Dillon up. So the catcher is going to be run for. All right, so bases loaded, 2 outs. Dillon at the plate. He's your 4-hitter. So you got to assume he's dangerous. One-0 pitch. Comes 2-0. So except for the 2 spot in the second, ball gets away, but the runner does not go. It's an outside pitch. Draws it, makes it 3-0, but it wasn't far enough for the runner to take off home. Yeah, that last pitch was outside and in the dirt, or in the turf. There is no dirt here around home plate anyway. Pitch is delivered. Strike 1. Three 3-1 count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. And that's a strike. Big, tall Dillon didn't like it, but he's caught it on us. And that's going to bring the count 3-2. So everybody's moving on this next pitch. That's what I like about baseball. Something generally happens here. And he called a ball on the outside corner. Hunter did not like that. He's very frustrated with that.
Now batting number 3, Carter Goodwin.
Stewart is asking where the pitch was. Like, was it outside? Was it low? Look, I mean, compared to what we've seen, I thought it was a good pitch. Thought it was a well-placed pitch. I've definitely seen other things come in. Regardless, that's going to make it 3-0. Bases are still loaded. Stewart's getting a visit along with the infield. Stewart is, I I would be too. He looks like he's not happy. So when that happens, this is the tough job of a pitcher. You got to reset, battle the next guy. The way the Govs look with their hitting today, that 3-run lead looks big. Swing and a miss, strike one. Stewart looked like he put a little bit more on that one. 0-1, bases loaded. Ball's hit short. It's bobbled, and the bobble got them. Threw it over the first, not in time. Everybody's safe, another run scores. It was close.
Now batting number 18, Mason Shelton.
All right, so that's going to bring in Shelton, lefty. Again, bases are still loaded. If you remember, this pitch, that pitch was inside, called strike, but the pitch that he needed was not called a strike earlier. I don't get it sometimes. Govs do have somebody warming up. Ball high. If you remember, this was a 2-pitch, 2-out inning that has turned into 2 runs, bases loaded since. Inside pitch, strike, and that was on the white in the batter's box. But the pitch he needed, he couldn't get. Now, granted, it's inside. You know, I don't know. I'm definitely. I'm with the Gov fans on this one. Hunter drills the batter in the back. That's going to bring another one across. And that's going to prompt a visit by Hendrickson. Just let it go. He had him in the hole and then drills him in the back. That's the dangers of pitching inside. I'm usually a proponent of pitching inside.
Now batting number 11, Jack Sparks.
That's going to bring up Sparks, another lefty. Bases loaded, scores 5-0. Ball's fouled to the screen. I'm not sure where that one, I guess it was low. 1-1 is the count. Ball's hit the left field. Miller's trying to track it down, and that's a grand slam for the Hawks. That did some damage. That's going to run the score up to 9-0 here on senior night. Something that this game just kind of got away from them. They haven't been able to capitalize on offense, and haven't quite had the luck or the calls go with them on defense. So Young comes out. Looks like we're going to have a replacement. Looks like it's going to be Whitehead. But we will take a break and come back when he's ready. All right, here we are. Still in the 4th inning. Whitehead's your pitcher. Bases are clear now after that grand slam. 9-0 is the score. They've hung 7 on us in the 4th inning so far. Whitehead drills the batter, the back.
Now batting number 1, Isaac Worley.
And that's going to bring up Worley, lefty. So you got 2 outs, 1 on. Whitehead facing Worley. Throws it inside, ball 1. You hate to say it, just things of, there's things that, the Govs can do to help themselves and that, at the plate, and they haven't been able to do that as well. But they've had some things go against them. A call here and a call there. Makes it tougher for sure when you're in that scenario. Those aren't excuses. I'm just calling it like I see it. Like we had 2 pitches, 2 outs in a 2-0 ball game, and you miss a pitch here and there on the corners, and you don't get the call you need, and you get a 9-0 game. Strike. 1-2's the count now to Worley. Wind's picking up a little bit here. Again, ball's hit left field out of play. One, two's the count. Throw over to first. Nothing doing over there. Ball's hit to second. Hard gets it. Throws it to first. And they're out of this inning finally. After 7 runs are scored. Not much you can do about it at this point. You got to go up. The only thing you can do is get up and hit. And we'll be back here, bottom of the 4th, see if we can get on the board. Got to start there. All right, we're back here in Charlie Puelo Field. Bottom of the fourth inning, first pitch from the new pitcher Camden Huckabee to Tyson Monsivais is a strike. Next pitch is a breaking pitch, swing and a miss. And that first pitch by Huckabee is in the same spot, in my opinion, that we didn't get the call earlier in the game. Yeah, I'm going to keep saying it because I'm frustrated about it. Next pitch, 1-2. Ball high. Next pitch, 2-2. Ball outside. 2-2's the count. 9-0 ball game. Outside pitch, ball 3. 3-2 count.
Oh, I saw it.
Pitch is delivered. Monsivais hits it just grounded out to second for out number 1.
Now batting for the Govs, number 17, Hey Clarkson.
And that's going to bring in Clarkson as your second batter in this inning. Huckabee delivers. First pitch, down the middle. Strike 1 as his hat falls off. Next pitch. It's in that high, slightly outside, called strike 2. Then he calls it the same spot that we didn't get earlier in the game. I don't get it.
2 outs, no runners for number 3.
Strike 3.
Carson Carr.
I guess the umpire's ready to go home and eat. Yep. For me as a fan, just watching behind that's just really frustrating. Hard's a batter. Take strike 1.
Swing the freaking bat.
Strike 2. And you can guess where they're throwing it. I don't even have to tell you on the radio. Foul's out of play. 9-0 the score. Bottom of the fourth inning after the 7 runs that were scored in the top of the fourth. Outside pitch, 2-2. Outside high, 3-2. 2 outs. Hard's at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Swung a little bit of a high pitch. That does it for the bottom of the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, and score is still 9-0. We'll be back here for the top of the fifth in just a moment. All right. Top of the 5th inning. Caleb Neely's at the plate. Whitehead's on the mound. 9-0 ball game. Hawks. Hawks have 6 hits. They have 9 runs on 6 hits. And the Govs have no runs on 3. Neely hits it deep to left. Looks like it's going to be over the fence. And the score is now 10-0. Just got a hold of it. Got it right over the fence. As the Hawks are excited, they have a little jump thing they do when the runner comes in after hitting a homer. 10-0's their score.
Now batting number 13, Jackson Jones.
It's going to bring up Jones as the batter. Lefty, ball 1. Strike 1, outside corner to the lefty. Ball is hit to first. Ray's got it. Out number 1. So the inning is actually the 5th inning, not the 4th on the screen.
Up next,
Not much I can do about it, but
Denton.
Den's the batter. Inside pitch, strike 1. So yeah, if you're looking at this, if you're keeping score, it was 7 in the 4th, and there's 1 in the 5th. One's the count. Strike 2 called. Like that was pitch is delivered. Foul back against the screen. 1-2. So Denton has stayed in, like we said. He was the catcher that was down earlier. He stayed in to hit. Pitch is low and away. Ball 2. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Delivery. Ball is hit hard. Out of play. Had the distance for a homer, but just a long foul ball. Ball is hit to third. Grabbed safely. Thrown to first. Out number 2. Job by Sackerman.
Now batting number 7, Jacob Dillon.
And that's going to bring up Jacob Dillon to the plate. And Coach Young is going to relieve Mr. Whitehead. Let's see who he gives the ball to. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment. right, Allen Hughes is the pitcher on the mound, facing Dylan. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Your score again is 10-0 in the top of the 5th inning. Neely hit a homer in this one for their run that they've gotten so far. He's got 2 outs. Second pitch is outside, ball 2, outside and low, ball 2. Next pitch delivered. Dylan pops it up way high. Miller's trying to track it down. Out number 3. That does it for the Hawks in this inning, but not after the solo by Neely. Score's 10-0. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 5th. All right, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 10-0's your score. Andrew Hahn's at the plate, facing, I think it's Carson Lang. First pitch low, ball 1. So Gov's got to do something here, or they risk being run ruled. Ball inside and low, ball 2. Like I said, Gov's had their chances early on and could not capitalize as Hahn is drilled in the legs. Gets a walk. Hobbling a little bit going down to first. Looks like it'll be all right. That's going to bring up Ray, right-handed batter.
No out turn at first.
Hahn was a right-handed batter. I should have told you that if you're watching. If you're watching on the radio, if that makes any sense.
Come on, Nate.
Pitch is delivered. Tried to get looked like it was trying to break it in there, but it was high for ball 1 from Lang. Nate hits it right field. That's going to be trouble, and it's in play. He's going to get a double. And that's going to put Hahn at third. So I think that's the first extra base hit we've had of the day.
Runners at second and third.
By Mr. Nate Ray.
Hendrickson.
That's going to bring up Hendrickson.
Cole.
First pitch, looks like a breaking pitch. Fell in for strike one from the top of the zone. Threw the same thing a little bit further inside. Strike two, swinging. Speed's a little bit slower than it had been. 0-2 count. 2 on, second and third. Ball was inside. Corner. Same pitch, basically. Further inside, but they called strike three on it as he looks at it. That's going to bring up Nitri.
Now batting for the Govs, number 30, Davis. Nitri.
He's got second and third. First pitch was a ball. Umpire said it was high. Way inside. Put a little bit more on that one. 2-0 though. He's falling in love with that little, I don't know if it's a breaking pitch. It's got a hump in it. But then he threw one pretty hard inside. Missed it. Same breaking pitch, I guess. Inside, swing and a miss. 2-1's the count. 2 on, second and third. 1 out. Govs have a chance to get in a run here. Over Nitri's head. 3-1.
Davis.
That ball was low and called strike for a 3-2. Three-two pitch. Ball is hit short. Looks at third, throws it across to first. Out number 1. We got a run scored in Hahn. So that's the first run of the game for the Govs. They now have a runner at third with 2 outs. And Ray's your runner at third.
Govs, number 4, Ethan Miller.
First pitch to Miller, outside. Catcher tries to look like he's throwing to third. I'm not sure Ray's going to be coming in a 10-1 ball game. Miller is kind of showing that he's bunting, but they're not bunting to squeeze. They're bunting to get runners on base. If the squeeze happens, it's just by accident. It's going to be 2-1 count now. As he's kind of lefty. Miller is at the plate, and the pitcher's trying to hit that outside corner on him with that same, I guess, breaking pitch. Fastball. Miller tries to lay it down. Again, he's trying to put it down the third base line just to get on base because the third baseman is not respecting it. 2-2's the count, 2 outs, 1 on at third in a 10-1 ball game. The Govs will stay alive regardless of what happens here. As he swings and misses, catcher drops it, throws it down to first, and that's the 3rd out. So that'll do it for the bottom of the 5th inning. We will come back for the top of the 6th, 10-1 ball game. Govs have a lot of work to do, but they got to stop the bleeding first. Be back in a minute. right. It's the top of the 6th inning, 10-1 ball game. Alan Hughes is still on the mound. Goodwin's your batter. Govs finally got a run in what they, earlier on you thought they were going to get multiple runs in, but didn't work out. But now they got one across, and see what happens in the next few innings. First pitch fouled out of play, right first base side. Strike one. So the wind is still kicking up. It looks like a little bit slightly left center. The wind. Next pitch was a ball, and you got another one coming outside. Ball two. Yeah, we had a little rain earlier, and it's cooled things down compared to our first warmer night the other night, Monday, when it was a warmer in the 80s. I think we're probably in the mid-60s, maybe low 50s. Ball's hit just past Sacramento at third. No Bird at third. They swapped it up on me. But that's a single to start this inning. Bird dove to his
Now batting number 18, Mason
left and was not able to scoop that up. So 10 runs. Well, first pitch is hit out the center. So now you got 2 on, first and second, no outs.
Now batting number 11, Jack Sparks.
You've got 10 runs, 7 hits for Hardin Valley, and you've got 1 run, 4 hits for the Govs. Two on, no outs. Next pitch. Low, ball 1. One O's the count. Comes the delivery. Down in the zone for a strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hughes on the mound has the high pants. Lots of sock. I personally like the look. As he pitches a little breaking pitch, it's dying in the outfield and center, just beyond center field. He couldn't quite do much with it. And so that'll load him up for Hardin Valley with no outs.
Now batting number 25, Caleb Jinks.
And that's going to bring up Jinks as the batter. He's the he's the number 9 batter. I meant 8 batter. The first pitch was fouled. Strike 1. Next pitch on the way. Fouled again into the look at that dugout. I couldn't see it, but I heard people oohing and on over there. Not sure what happened. Oh, 2's the count. The bases are juiced. No outs. Gov's looking for something good to happen, and that was something good because that was an inside pitch that probably would have been a ball, but he swings on it and fouls it off. Jinks is a right-handed batter. throws it outside, bounces off the back wall and right back to Hendrickson. So nobody moves. 1-2's your count. We are in the 6th inning. Pitch is delivered. Ball's hit to left. It's over Miller's head. It's going to be a lot of damage there. That's going to be a stand-up double. Ball gets away at third, but 2 runs scored, but it goes into the catcher, so he stops the runner that was at third. So now you got second and third, no outs, and the Hawks add 2 more to the count. Not sure who this new batter is. I don't have the numbers on them, so.
Now batting number 16, Andrew Lewis.
One O's the count. Inside, bounces, backstop again. Two O's your count. Runners at second and third. Outside pitch, ball 3. Ball's hit to right field, brought down for an out. Runner scores from third, though. I can't tell who's in right field. I'm guessing it's Hahn. I can't see the number from here. And it's so far out, my eyes don't help me.
Now batting number 12.
But that's 1 out. Runner at second. In a 13-1 ball game. Lots of substitutions on the Hawk side. Ball's hit the Bird at third. Throws it to first, a little bit low, gets away from Ray. Runners move from second to third. But no one advances past that. That was a low throw. It was hard to grab Ray. So 13-1's the score. Runners at first and third. 1 out. Not quite the senior night you had in mind when you started this game. Like I said, it was closer than that score shows until the wheels fell off. Just with, again, we go back to the 4th inning. He had 2 pitches, 2 outs, and then could not get out of the inning. In my opinion, a big portion of that was due to the close calls that were not called. But that's the way it is sometimes. 3-0 count. Strike 1. But the fact of the matter is if the Govs were able to put some runs on the board early, it would have been a lot more pressure all the way through for the Hawks. But since those things didn't quite go their way, the count is now 3-2. It's really put the Govs in a bad spot. Time is called. some rowdy Hawks fans over here. Probably ball's hit the Brooks at third, throws to second. Runner scores, but you do get the out at second, and now you got a runner at first. 14 ones are scored, 2 outs.
Now batting number 26, Aiden Murphy.
It's going to bring in Aiden Murphy as the batter. Another lefty, imagine that. They're loaded with lefties. Outside corner call, strike one. Next pitch. Outside and high, ball one. There is no doubt that this division in baseball is extremely tough. Another pitch outside makes it 3-1. Ball 4. So now you got runners at first and second. And that's going to prompt Young
Now batting number 14,
to
Tyler Blount.
come to take out Hughes in a 14-1 ball game. So at this point, we will take a break and see where we go from here. Can't tell who's getting the ball. Lots of swapping around there, I'm not sure. But we'll take a break. We'll come back when he's ready. All right, the new pitcher for the Govs is Andrew Hong, and he's inheriting 2 runners at first and second. First pitch is hit to right center, cut off. I think that's Montevideo. I can't tell again. I'm not sure if they've made any changes or not, but that's going to drive in the run. Everybody, and now you got first and third. Score is now 15-1, so first pitch is hit to right center.
Now batting number 8, Raylan Wyatt.
Next pitch is on the way. Way inside called strike. May have gotten a gift there, but he's been calling it inside strike quite a bit. Ball is hit hard to right center. It's going to be a lot of trouble off the top of the fence in right center. And they're going to hold up the runners. So another rough inning for the Govs. Another run scored. 16 ones are scored.
Now batting number 18, Mason Shelton.
Shelton's your batter. Holland's your pitcher. Runners at second and third. Ball is thrown behind the runner. The hitter. Not quite what you hope for senior night. Ball is hit. Playable, potentially just outside of everybody running down the left field side. Left, just beyond the reach of them. Strike one. You got a 1-1 count, 16-1 game, top of the 6th inning. Ball high. Makes it 2-1. Ball is smoked over the fence in right field. So at this point, it's just the game that won't end as a 3-run homer is hit. Brings the score 19-1. So that clears the bases. Nothing is quite going right for the Govs today.
Now batting number 19.
We don't have the name here. It's number 19. Another lefty, imagine that. Swings, fouls it off. Pretty much sure they're just going to be hacking at most everything close. Strike two. Govs are just trying to get out of this thing. They've had 9 runs scoring this inning. Fouled off. Not sure who 19 is, but he's kind of a tall lefty. On. Gets set. Delivers. That's. Oh, come on. It's high. I've seen it called before on these taller guys. That's got to be strike 3. And that does it for this inning, but not after 9 runs are scored in the top of the 6th. 19-1 ball game And that's going to put a lot of pressure on the Govs to do anything. They got a lot of work to do. But we'll take a break, and they will have their chance at it, their last chance probably. Hopefully not, but more than likely, right? But anyway, we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, here we are in the bottom of the sixth inning, 19-1 game. Brooks Bird is your batter. Hits the ball back to the pitcher. Out number 1.
Now batting for the Govs, number 15, Tyson Monsivais.
That's going to bring up Tyson Monsivais as the next batter. With this being a 19-1 game, we are starting to look at who's going to be our Murphy Bobcat Extra Effort Player of the Game. And it's been a rough night. Haven't had much going hitting-wise. As Monsivais is hit in the left arm, gets on base. But you got 19 runs, 7 hits against 1 run, 4 hits. One of those hits was a double.
Number 17, Caden Clarkson.
And that was by Nate Ray. The game's not over yet, but it's looking like Ray might be leading the pack for the Murphy Bobcat Extra Effort Player. Pitches inside. Swing and a miss. 1-1's the count. One, two's the count to Clarkson. Foul it off. 1-2's the count. Runner at first. 1 out. 19-1 ball game. Clarkson hits at the center. Brings it down. Out number 2.
Now batting for the Govs, number 3, Carson Hard.
And that's going to bring up Carson Hard with the last chance right now, as it stands, with 2 outs, a runner on first. First pitch is called strike. A bit low in the zone, but breaking pitch up high. Ball 1. 1-1's the count. Ball gets away. Runner advances. 2-1's the count. (19-1) is the score. You got 2-1 count with 2 outs. Hard fouls it off right side.
Come on, Roger, straighten it out. Let's go.
2-2's the count. Runner goes. No throw. And you got yourself a steal. Runner's at third. Counts 3-2 to Hard. And he hits it to second. Throws to first. And that'll do it for the Govs as they go down 19-1. Nate Ray is going to be our Murphy Bobcat Extra Effort Player of the Game. And he's also going to get the family skate pack from Skate Town, where you get, I think he gets 4 free admissions, 4 regular skate rentals, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. Pretty big deal for him. We'll make sure to get that to him. That's going to do it for the Govs tonight. We will, I think our next game is, I believe, I can't remember, but it's against West. And I think that's next week. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is. And then we'll close out the home season. I think that's on the 29th against Alcoa. Those are the home games. We will see what's going to happen as far as being able to broadcast some away games for some of the parents, the fans in the stands. But like I said, that does it on a rough senior night. 19-1 was your score. Thanks everybody for listening. Hopefully you didn't fall asleep to me talking. But anyway, everybody have a good one. We'll see you again against West.